Most people will work their entire lives, save whatever they can, and still end up with barely enough to survive retirement. And the tragic part? It's not because they didn't work hard enough. It's because nobody ever sat them down and told them the truth about how money actually grows over time. Today, that changes. Welcome back to Senior Pulse US, the channel where we talk about the real stuff, the money strategies, the retirement planning, the financial moves that actually matter when the clock is ticking. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now, because what we're about to walk through today could genuinely be the most important financial conversation you've ever had. We're breaking down how to invest at every single age, your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. And we're doing it with real data, real numbers, and zero sugarcoating. Let's start with something that will hit you hard. According to a Federal Reserve study, nearly 25% of Americans have zero retirement savings. None. And another 36% say they wouldn't survive a $400 emergency without borrowing money or selling something. We're not talking about people who didn't try. We're talking about people who were never given a roadmap. So let's build one right now. If you are in your 20s, you are sitting on the most powerful financial weapon that exists. And most young people have no idea. That weapon is time. When you're 25 and you invest just $200 a month into a diversified index fund averaging 8% annual returns, by the time you're 65, that money grows to over $700,000. Do nothing different. Same $200. Just start at 35 instead of 25. You end up with around $300,000. That single decade of delay costs you $400,000. That's not a typo. That's the brutality of compound interest working against you instead of for you. In your 20s, the strategy is simple but not easy. Max out your employer's 401k match first. That's free money, and there's no investment on earth that gives you an instant 50 to 100% return like an employer match does. Then open a Roth IRA. In 2024, you can contribute up to $7,000 a year. Pay yourself first, automate it, and forget it. Your portfolio at this stage should be aggressive. We're talking 90% stocks, heavy in low-cost index funds like the S&P 500. You have decades to ride out market crashes. Volatility is not your enemy in your 20s. Inaction is. Now your 30s. This is where life gets expensive and financial discipline gets tested. Mortgage payments, kids, car loans, career shifts, everything hits at once. The data shows that the average American in their 30s has only about $45,000 saved for retirement. That sounds terrifying until you realize you still have 25 to 30 years of compounding ahead of you. The game is not over. Not even close. In your 30s, you need to start thinking about balance. Keep your stock allocation high, around 80 to 85%, but begin introducing some diversification. Think international index funds, a small bond allocation, maybe some real estate investment trusts, also known as REITs. If you haven't already, bump up your 401k contributions and keep building that Roth IRA. One of the smartest moves people in their 30s miss is setting up an HSA, a health savings account, if they qualify. It's triple tax advantaged, and the money rolls over every year. It's essentially a stealth retirement account that most people completely ignore. By your 40s, the tone shifts. This is no longer a warm-up. This is the middle of the game, and the decisions you make right now will echo loudly into your retirement years. The average 40-something has around $87,000 saved according to Vanguard's annual report. But financial experts say you should have roughly 3 times your annual salary saved by 40. If there's a gap, you have to close it aggressively and intentionally. Your 40s are the decade to eliminate high-interest debt completely. Credit card debt is retirement theft. Every dollar you're paying in 20% interest is a dollar that will never compound for you. Once that's gone, redirect that cash straight into your investment accounts. Your portfolio allocation starts shifting. Think 70% stocks, 30% bonds and alternatives. You're still growing aggressively, but you're starting to build a cushion. This is also the decade to get crystal clear on what retirement actually costs for you. Run the numbers. Talk to a fee-only financial advisor. Know your target number and reverse engineer your monthly contributions to get there. Your 50s are where urgency meets opportunity. If you feel behind, the government actually gives you a gift: catch-up contributions. Once you hit 50, you can contribute an extra $1,000 to your Roth IRA and an extra $7,500 to your 401k every single year on top of the regular limits. That's nearly $30,000 you can shelter from taxes annually if you max everything out. Use it. Every dollar counts now. The portfolio in your 50s should be hovering around 60% stocks and 40% more stable assets. You're protecting what you've built while still allowing for growth. One thing that derails people in their 50s more than anything else? Lifestyle inflation. The kids are out of the house. Income is at its peak. The temptation to upgrade everything is real. Resist it. The gap between where you are and where you need to be can be closed in this decade if you stay focused. Now, for those of you in your 60s and beyond, and this is a big part of what we talk about here at Senior Pulse US, the strategy isn't about getting rich anymore. It's about not running out of money. Sequence of returns risk is one of the biggest threats at this stage. If the market crashes in the first few years of your retirement and you're withdrawing at the same time, it can devastate a portfolio in ways that are very hard to recover from. This is why the bucket strategy matters so much. You keep 1 to 2 years of living expenses in pure cash, another 3 to 5 years in conservative, low-volatility investments, and the rest stays in a diversified growth portfolio. This way, if the market tanks, you're pulling from the cash bucket, giving your growth investments time to recover before you ever touch them. Studies from Morningstar and others have shown this approach meaningfully extends portfolio longevity. And here's the piece most people completely overlook: Social Security timing. For every year you delay claiming past 62, your benefit increases. Wait until 70, and you could be looking at a benefit that's 76% higher than what you'd get at 62. That's not pocket change. That's a life-changing difference in monthly income that lasts the rest of your life. The most important thing across every single age and every single stage is this: start where you are, not where you wish you were, not where you plan to be, where you are right now. The data is merciless when it comes to waiting, but it's also remarkably forgiving when it comes to consistency. Small amounts invested consistently over long periods of time do something that feels almost impossible until you watch it happen in your own account. That's why we built this community at Senior Pulse US, because this information shouldn't be locked behind expensive advisors or confusing financial jargon. You deserve to know this. You deserve to act on it. And you still have time. If this video helped you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop your age and where you're starting in the comments below. We read every single one. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now, because we are just getting started. New videos drop every week, and every one of them is designed to give you a real edge when it comes to your financial future. We'll see you in the next one.